In a remote village called Kima, there lived a kind-hearted man named Amani. He had 2 wives. His first wife, Nia, was gentle and beloved by all, while his second wife, Lila, was known for her sharp tongue and cruel demeanor. Nia had a beautiful daughter named Zuri. As the years passed, Nia faced heartache as she could no longer bear children, which left her deeply saddened. Amani's family grew restless, urging him to take a second wife to ensure more offspring. However, he steadfastly refused. One day, Amani's mother visited their home in the nearby town of Togo, and Nia was overjoyed to see her. "Welcome, Mama. How was your journey?" She greeted her mother-in-law, attempting to help with her luggage. "I will be fine when you give my son children. I want grandchildren, not just one. What if anything happens to her? I'll be left with none." Mama Amani lamented. After her mother-in-law dropped her luggage, Nia retreated to her room, where she cried throughout her visit. Mama Amani refused to eat the meals Nia prepared and pressed Amani to marry a second wife, hoping for more grandchildren. "My love for Nia is unwavering. God has blessed us with a wonderful daughter, and that is enough," Amani declared. "Enough? You have no idea. We want a bustling home full of children," Mama Amani insisted. As the pressure mounted, Nia, feeling hopeless, urged Amani to consider marrying Lila. Reluctantly, he agreed, believing it might ease the family's troubles. Lila, who initially appeared pleasant, soon revealed her true nature. She had 2 daughters, Amira and Muna, and 2 sons, Ibra and Omar. Unlike Zuri, Lila's children often misbehaved, inheriting their mother's harshness. To escape the chaos Lila caused, Amani and Nia would often visit a nearby town for quiet moments together. One fateful day, while returning from a friend's wedding in his hometown, their car was involved in a tragic accident, claiming both their lives. Zuri was left heartbroken and alone, tears flowing freely. One day, while in despair, Lila approached her. "You better stand up and do something useful with your life. Do you think your tears will bring them back? Go wash the dishes and prepare food for me and my children," Lila ordered cruelly. From that moment, Zuri became a maid in her own father's house. Whenever Mama Amani visited, Lila pretended to be kind to Zuri, preventing her from visiting her grandmother. As Zuri grew, young men began to express interest in marrying her, drawn to her beauty and kind heart. However, Lila chased them away with her malicious words, claiming her daughters were better suited for marriage. One day, while running an errand for Lila, Zuri stumbled and fell, kicking a stone. A scruffy young man named Kofi helped her up. Dressed in tattered clothes, Kofi was poor but kind-hearted. They exchanged pleasantries, and as he walked her home, he thought, "I like her. I'll make her my friend and learn more about her." Kofi was a humble bread seller. After gathering information about Zuri, he decided that marrying her was a real possibility since Lila would reject wealthy suitors. He believed he had a chance with Zuri. Their friendship blossomed. Meanwhile, Zuri was approached by a good man seeking her hand in marriage. She was thrilled, but when Lila realized this, she concocted an evil scheme with her children. They prepared a meal for Zuri's suitors but added excessive salt and pepper to ruin it. When the guests tasted the food, they recoiled in horror and stormed out, leaving Zuri in tears. "When will I ever get married? My friends are all tying the knot, while I remain trapped in this nightmare," she lamented. Kofi, who admired Zuri from afar, heard about her rejected marriage proposal. Heartbroken, he wished her well, thinking she deserved happiness. After some time, Kofi finally gathered the courage to propose to Zuri. She smiled and thought, "This poor man can have me. It's no loss to me. In fact, he is exactly the kind of person I should marry." Despite knowing he was not wealthy, she saw kindness in his eyes and agreed. As the wedding day approached, Lila pretended to assist with the preparations while mocking Zuri behind her back. The wedding was modest, but filled with love. Kofi took Zuri to his home, and to her surprise, it was a beautiful house surrounded by gardens and fields, with plenty of servants. Kofi revealed that he was not poor at all, but had disguised himself to find a true and loving wife. Zuri was amazed, not because of the wealth, but because she found someone who respected her. Meanwhile, Lila's children, who were spoiled and troublesome, had their marriages arranged with wealthy suitors. However, their bad behavior soon surfaced, and they were rejected. Despite everything, Zuri and Kofi lived happily, treating everyone with kindness as they had always done. Their generosity made them beloved in the village. One year, a grand festival was announced to celebrate their village's freedom from a neighboring kingdom that had oppressed them for years. Kofi's family had hosted this festival for generations, and the preparations began. Lila's daughters, now back at their mother's side, plotted to catch the attention of wealthy men at the festival. Lila encouraged their scheming, pushing them to dress lavishly and seek riches. On the day of the festival, Zuri shone in her beautiful dress, welcoming guests with warmth and kindness. Lila and her daughters approached, feeling nervous yet hopeful. Zuri, remembering the past, welcomed them with a warm smile despite her heartache. As the festivities began, Kofi noticed Zuri's absence and rushed to find her. Upon discovering her in tears, he comforted her, reminding her of the strength she gained from her past experiences. Be grateful that you've risen above their cruelty. All the hardships made you who you are today. Smile for me, my love. Everything will be all right, he encouraged, wrapping her in his embrace. Determined to let go of the past, Zuri welcomed Lila and her daughters with kindness, despite their previous treatment of her. As the night wore on, Zuri's kindness shone brightly, contrasting with Lila's daughters, who were filled with envy and malice. The festival ended on a joyful note, with guests praising Zuri and Kofi for their hospitality. In the end, Zuri knew that true wealth was not measured in possessions, but in love and kindness. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and comment on your lessons learned from this tale. Until next time,